Hey everyone, Chris Cervantes, Kaleo Real Estate. I'm over here in the city of Glendora, standing here in King's Fitness with the owner himself, Kamron King.
Hi, Cam King here.
What I wanted to do is share a little bit about what King's Fitness is all about, and I thought who better to ask than the man himself. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how we're standing here right now?
Well, we have a lot of nice members that come in the gym. Hi! Actually, that's not bad because we talked a little bit earlier, and you've been a member here before, but what sets Kings apart, we've been in business 21 years, and what we do, we really don't market a whole bunch, not really good at marketing. What I'm good at is workouts and developing relationships with people. I was born and raised in Glendora. Like I said, we've been open 21 years. I've been training people since 1988 when I got out of college. I went to Glendora High School, etc. But, in this place, and a lot of people say it, but really we don't know people by the number. We know them by their name, and we know things about each person that comes here. So it's interesting, the history of this place, what's happened. We've introduced people, they've ultimately gotten married. We've helped people develop careers. We've helped people do feats. Like I have a friend of mine that was an amputee, did the Ironman in Hawaii. I trained him for that. Wow. There's just been a lot of history of people that have come through here. Louis Pompeo is a very good friend of mine. We all know what happened to Louis, but people have really impacted our community and made a difference. And so we like to think that we try to make a difference rather than just be in business to make money. We all need to make money. But the main thing that got me wanting to do this business is to have an impact on people's lives and hopefully make it better in whatever capacity I could.
Wow. So it sounds like that individual attention, your ability to get involved in the community that you're born and raised in, you're able to really understand people and understand their needs as opposed to just looking at them like a number.
Right, and I think, there are always different takes on how to exercise. And in this business, like any business, but people try to capitalize on trends and try to sell things to people. What I try to do is I try to match up a specific approach to the person's needs. And I feel like when I say that, you hear that from a lot of people, but doing this for over 30 years and having at this point literally tens of thousands of hours of work with people at a one-on-one level. Yeah. And with schools like Glendora High School, St. Emus, Charter Oak, all these schools in Citrus College, and then my own experiences, you just that kind of experience lends you to be able to help people specifically to what their needs are, and you develop an intuition to what you think their needs are. And if I happen to be wrong, because we have a close relationship, we can make adjustments along the way because we've developed communication and in a relationship, as opposed to you kind of help them and then you go on to the next person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So tell me about, you said it's fitness. I know previously it was King's Gym. What does that mean? What do you guys offer here? What do you do?
Interesting question. So when we first opened, I kind of knew labeling a little bit. I wanted to be a gym because I wanted to be simple and friendly and kind of straightforward. But what I found over time was that some people, that word intimidated them. And so people would come in, and a lot of time when people come into a facility, be it mine or somebody else's, they already kind of expect certain things, and it's hard to get them to see it for what it really is. So people would come in thinking gym. Some people wouldn't even come in the door, or people would come in the door, and all they would see is what they thought was here. The reality is that we have a very diverse population, always have. Yes, we have, I think, one competitive bodybuilder. You'd never know it. He kind of keeps covered up. He's a local police officer. He's a really humble, great guy, been a friend for 25, 30 years. But we have a lot of people that are seniors that come in. And we have some athletes. Some are professional, some are just local athletes. And now, as my children get older, all of a sudden, their friends, 12, 13, 14 years of age are starting to come in. And what's neat about this place is that you can have a person who may be 85 and a person who may be 15. And they all seem to get along well together, and they respect one another. And we make sure that people don't use profanity and they don't drop weights, and that they're respectful to the facility and to one another. So it kind of has just a positive vibe, if you will.
Wow, that's excellent. So there's a little bit for everybody, from the younger generation to the senior.
Right, and again, it's personal attention. So we have, if you're a senior citizen, unfortunately, a lot of people kind of, I don't think really realize what they have to offer. I think they tend to categorize them, and then when you start to talk to these senior citizens, and we'll all be one someday, hopefully, they're fascinating folks, and they really respond well But they have to be careful. You have to keep them in a safe box so they don't get hurt. But if you do that, they benefit so much from it, because there are issues like balance. Maybe a person would fall, or certain strength-related things like getting something off a top shelf or picking up a grandchild, that a senior citizen can really benefit from the proper, safe kind of fitness. On the other hand, I refer to the younger people. If I have a young boy, like a kid that was on my baseball team in Little League last year, joined with his mom the other day, and he is just turned 13, so he needs to start exercising. He wants to try to play baseball at the high school, but it's very important because he's still growing that he does it, one, and most importantly, in a safe way, but two, in something that's specific to what he wants to do. He wants to be a baseball player. He doesn't want to be a football player or a powerlifter or an endurance runner. He wants to be a baseball player, so he needs to learn how to do certain movements safely that will help him be a better baseball player and compete.
Yeah, and it sounds like all of that experience that you have over the years, you're able to niche some movements for them, or help them exactly find out what they want to do or what they should be doing, and stay away from the things they shouldn't be doing.
Exactly, and the thing is, like any career, when you're young, I used to resent when I first started training people that people would say that I had limitations, because nobody likes limitations.
Sure.
But again, if you do that much work, this is all I've done, 12, 14, 16 hours a day for, again, since '88. And I started working out in 1980. So, by the way, the person I did my first workout with is still a very good friend of mine. He comes to this gym every day. That's the way the relationships work.
Wow.
But again, if you do something that much, you develop a field. I don't care what the industry is. And that's invaluable. It doesn't matter if you're a physician, if you're a real estate agent, a chef, whatever the case may be. So there's just an intuitiveness that you develop. I'm not saying you're right all the time, but if you've worked with people of all these different walks of life, then when somebody comes in, if you have an amputee, as I mentioned earlier, or someone who's had open heart surgery, or someone who wants to play professional sports, whatever, climb a mountain, I've already probably worked with someone that was fairly similar to what their needs were.
Yeah.
So that I have a really good starting point. I have a history to draw upon to try to get them in the right place.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me and to educate our people about what your facility is all about. If you're looking for a dynamic fitness training facility that not only will cater to younger people but also to the senior citizen, please come check out King's Fitness. They'd love to have you, it sounds like. Thanks for watching.
Thanks. That was good.
Cool.